Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video. In this one, we will go over our plans for Classic WoW that releases in 3 days. Can you guys believe that? After all this wait, it is finally at our doorstep. So to make sure that everyone is on the same page, I will actually be rolling on Skyrim, a new PvP realm that was just released on Monday of this week. Thinking back on Herod, the Classic WoW.live community thought that it would be much better to go on a less populated server so that we would not have to sit through hours and hours in queue every time that we'd like to log in. So Skyrim it is, and if you want to play with us, definitely consider it as your new home. You will also find the Discord link in the description. As of now, the population seems pretty equal, and there isn't any faction imbalance from the polls that I have seen so far, that you can also find in the description of the video. And now let's get into the nitty-gritty details. So first of all, I just want to tell you that I will be streaming all of my leveling experience from day one, so you are obviously invited to come check it out. I also have a surprise for you on launch day, so you don't want to miss it, and I also have some big plans for my stream in the future. But more on that later. As some of you may already know, I will be rolling a Dwarf Paladin.
No, really? That's a big surprise to everyone.
Yeah, I know, eh? Who would have thought? But yeah, my main is going to be Bhelock.
Haters gonna hate.
And he's a dwarf, so if you'd like to play a dwarf or a gnome and just crush the leveling with me right from the start, hit me up on Discord, Instagram, or YouTube, as I would love to get in contact with you. So I'll start with herbalism and skinning on my paladin as soon as I can. Don Moreau is such a great place to level skinning, as there are beasts pretty much everywhere you go. But I won't keep skinning for long though. I will drop it for alchemy around level 15 to 20. The reason is that I want to take advantage of Don Moreau's high beast population to make some leather and sell it or keep it in my bank for later. But alchemy is a great profession to have while leveling in my opinion, as I can craft potions for both me and my leveling partners. And I shouldn't be too far behind in terms of skills if I switch around level 15 to 20. Obviously, in the meantime, I will stock up on all of the herbs that I gather to power level the apprentice skills. So after level 20, I will have alchemy and herbalism, and then I will see where my leveling takes me. If I can get into dungeon grinding groups, I will definitely do some runs to get some gears, good XP, and make friends at the same time. I want to get to level 60 as fast as I can, and having the first week off of work will greatly help me to do so. Therefore, if your plans consist of hitting level 60 ASAP as well, I'll be more than happy to get on that journey with you. And I will also level a hunter. Depending on how fast I level my paladin to 60, I also want my hunter to hit level 60 before phase 2. That way when phase 2 hits, I'm done with leveling and I can focus on running dungeons on my paladin and then farming gold on my hunter. The goal is to farm Dire Maul, Marrodon, and etc. on my hunter to create a stream of gold to finance my dungeon runs and community events on my paladin. For its professions, I'll probably give him 2 gathering professions to make some more gold on the side, and then make sure that I can get my mount at level 40. And then later on I will see if I want to switch to crafting professions. And it's really at level 60 that things are going to get awesome. But first, let me tell you a story. On private servers, I leveled 3 characters to level 60 because I really wasn't sure what class I wanted to play. I started with a priest, then a warrior, and finally a paladin.
I can't believe that you lack so much faith in me.
When I hit level 60 on my priest, Blackwing Lair just came out and I could have jumped on the train and get my pre-raid beast and start raiding right away. But I kept leveling. So by the time that I was all ready to raid on my paladin, Naxxramas was out, and the only guilds that were running older raids, like Molten Core and such, were EU based, and the raid times were impossible for me to attend. So I was in full best in slots and just couldn't raid.
That feeling of missing our opportunity was horrible.
Indeed, it felt like we did all of that for nothing, because it took us so long. So this is why, this time around, on Classic WoW, things are going to be different. Once at level 60 on my paladin, my plan is to go with my 3-in-1 paladin build,
Link in the description.
to be able to heal and then eventually tank dungeons once I get the required gears. And the goal is to be running dungeons like a madman and get groups formed quickly. By being able to be either the tank or the healer in the group, I will be able to fill in one of the 2 spots that are in demand the most, and therefore drastically reduce the time needed to get a group ready to roll. If ever you want to play with me, just come to the stream and see if I'm looking for people to form a group. And if I'm already in a dungeon, then no worries, I want my stream to become a Dungeon Finder 2.0, for both Horde and Alliance by the way,
We are not discriminating here.
where you can see if other people in the chat need more people to run the same dungeon as you. And this is going to be an ongoing thing up until Naxxramas, and then later, as I would like to do some speedruns eventually, competition between groups of either the Horde and or the Alliance to see who can run X, Y, and Z faster, or with the least amount of wipes, etc., and then make some in-game community events and contests. I think that would be a super fun thing to do. That vision will obviously require the help and the support of the community to make it a reality, but I'm sure that everyone on Skyrim can benefit from that, as it will help everybody to get geared for raids. That way they will not experience that feeling of loneliness and being left out of the progression curve in Classic WoW. So that's all I have to say for today, guys. We hope that you enjoyed this update video, and remember that we are now on Skyrim, okay?
Discord link in the description.
And we are curious to know, what are your plans for Classic? What race and class will you play? Stay tuned for more content, guys, as Pandora's box is just about to be opened. Don't forget to critically hit that like button and then subscribe, and also follow us on Twitch. All the links are in the description, and we'll see us in Azeroth. Until next time,
Have a good one.
and stay blessed.